The following feature may contain references to sex, drugs and rock and roll. Oh, and some bad language too.
I was in Manchester and I was filming an item for a TV show that I was doing called 10 Things You Didn't Know About. And of course, because it was for Bravo, we did 10 Things You Didn't Know About Sex. So we go up to Manchester to interview a guy called John about a certain fetish which involves masturbating with stinging nettles. So we drive up, and this interview has been arranged with this guy called John in a gay sex shop in Manchester. Anyway, we shot this man John in silhouette because he didn't want his true identity revealed, because he actually worked in IT. And he was a family man, and obviously he didn't want his family or IT support to know what he was doing for a hobby. And also, just in conversation, I said to him, I said, John, you know, because I couldn't work out why we were in a gay sex shop. And I asked him if he was gay, or suggested that he might be gay, to which he took great offence. And I thought to myself, hang on a minute, you're going to masturbate with stinging nettles, and you take offence to the suggestion that you might be gay? So we got a runner, it was me, it was my friend Giles, who was shooting this item. He was the cameraman. There was a young runner called Emma, and it was Emma's job to pick a gimp mask. She's got about 3 gimp masks, and they're with the guy from IT, they're working out which one's suitable. And he's going, no, the mouth's too small, we'll have to cut that, and we'll have to do that, that's gonna be too tight. He's trying on these gimp masks. Then we leave, once he's happy with the gimp mask, we leave the gay sex shop in Manchester, and we go to some kind of rundown sort of industrial estate, and we go to New Order's old rehearsal room. There's a guy that shows us in that says, yeah, New Order used to rehearse here. All right, brilliant. So Emma comes in with the stinging nettles. She puts them down on top of this Roman column. John says, shall I go and get changed? Giles is setting up the camera in a fixed position, much like this one is now. And I say, yeah, if you wouldn't mind, John. He says, shall I keep your socks on? I said that. Now already I'm thinking, this is already the funniest experience of my life, already. And I'm trying not to laugh, and because he's doing it for 50 quid, this guy, that's the thing. And I say, yeah, I think you should keep your socks on. So he goes round the back. He comes out 2 minutes later, wearing a burgundy terry toweling bathrobe, a black gimp mask, which is clearly far too tight for his head, because he can't speak properly through the hole, and he's trying to speak and there's latex going in his mouth, and it's just and white sports socks pulled up. And he stood there like this. Are we ready? And Giles has set the camera up. Emma's left the room. What was her problem? There's a Roman column with some stinging nettles on it. He takes the robe off. There's a knock on the door. I swear to God this is true. There's a knock on the door. A guy pokes his head in, looks straight at John in the gimp mask and the white pulled up sports socks and says, I'm sorry mate, but you're gonna have to move your car. John from IT goes, oh, now, I'll go and get changed. Goes back in the room, comes out fully dressed, goes out, moves his car because he's causing an obstruction. We're waiting for 5 minutes. Me and the cameraman, my mate Giles, we're crying. By this point now, we're crying. He moves his car, he comes back in.